So maybe you've been trading for a while, but you just cannot see any improvements in your trading. You stay at the same place all the time, you don't see any growth, any consistency. Or you're kind of new to it and you want to have a way to grow faster, get results, and actually improve your trading over time without wasting too much time trying to learn the process, going back and forth, and making mistakes. So today I'll share with you a method I use. It's actually very simple to be able to improve your trading fast. No one talks about it on YouTube. It's probably something you've never heard before, on how to improve your trading results quite fast. Let's dive right in. Alright, so a lot of people talk about picking strategies, picking trades, entering at the right time, exiting at the right time. But it's not going to be helpful at all if you're going to do it by yourself, or if you're in a place where you do it, but you still lose money. So you got to address this properly. And we got to talk about how to actually improve. And you're not going to improve your trading by just picking better trades, better entries, or by just having a better strategy. That's not going to cut it. To be successful in trading, all you need is a tiny edge. It could be just 5% from breaking even, and that's going to help you to become successful over the long term. So trying to find a better strategy just won't cut it. And you always be in that cycle of like looking for something new when it doesn't work out and then not getting any results from there. So what I do and what I recommend you do for getting results fast in trading, of course you do it if you want to, but I've seen this work really well for a lot of traders, is first give yourself a score. How are you doing with your strategy now? How are you doing with your mindset now? How are you doing with your risk management and your money management and your capital? So you've got 3 categories and you give yourself a score for each. Could be you have a 5 out of 10 on strategy, 5 being pretty average, not very good. Or you've got a 7 out of 10 on mindset. So you're pretty good at taking trades. You make a few mistakes here and there, but it's overall not too bad. Or you could be your 1 at risk management, where you suck at it, you're really not good, you make mistakes, you have no clue how to manage your capital, you blow up accounts after accounts. That will give you a 1 out of risk management and capital. So trading strategy, mindset, and risk management, including capital and money management overall. So rank yourself on these categories, right? How are you doing on that? Now, if you are having a good strategy, but you lose in the market, in the sense that you take the wrong trades, get in, get out at the wrong times, that's an issue with your mindset. If you overtrade, you undertrade, you skip trades, that's also an issue with your mindset. If you have a good strategy and you take the right trades in the market, but you still lose money, then that's probably because of risk management. Maybe you risk too much on some trades. Maybe you don't have a strategy to manage your risk based on your goals and that you actually don't want to follow. That's something you need to improve. So rank yourself on these things. If you have no strategy or you just strategy jump, that should be a low score on a strategy. Now, why do we do this? It's pretty pointless to just give yourself a score because it's your own perception. But at least we know what we need to improve. At least we're honest with ourselves and we know what needs to be taken care of. A lot of people go into trading for many, many years, just like trying to find new stuff, new information, new strategies, new setups online. And they don't know what exactly needs to be improved. They think because they're losing money that everything is wrong or that they have to find a new strategy. But they forget that there's different parts to trading. And sometimes the strategy part might be okay, but the other parts need some work. And we need to know exactly which one needs some work before we put any work there. So once that is done, I want you to keep a journal of your trades. Now, I'll do a whole video on that this week or next week about journaling, how to keep track of your trades, what to put in your journal, how to do it myself, and why people can stick to it in most cases, and how to flip that around. But just start to keep a log of your trades, something that you can actually kind of follow, something where you have the trades you've taken, the screenshots, maybe a quick information about the entry. You can even connect your account to MyFXBook if you want to. That would be a very simple way to do it. Connect your account to MyFXBook. Your trades will be automatically entered there by your broker, MT4, MT5, or other platforms. So you don't have to touch anything. Your trades will be logged there automatically, and your journal is taken care of. That's it. So the goal here is to pick the way you prefer for keeping track of your trades, and it could be any kind of way. It could be even like a paper on your desk. Write down your trades. Write down what you've done. Is it a good or a bad trade? That's it. That's fine. I don't want to make this too hard or too complicated because the tougher it is and the more complex, the less likely you'll follow it and keep it over time. So it needs to be very simple for you. Now, every week, the idea is to go back and review these trades. Go back to see your trades in the past week, what you've done, where you enter, where you exit. Were these good trades or bad trades? Not if they won money or lost money, but did you respect your plan or not? Did you follow your strategy or not? That's the goal. And then when you review all these trades, you'll figure out a few things. You'll figure out your mistakes, what you've done wrong, what you've done right. And here's the secret hack that you won't see anywhere on YouTube. Every single week, set yourself a goal for that week. It could be a very small goal. I call it a 1% goal. Where if you just do that thing, you'll improve 1%. It doesn't have to be crazy. It's not going to be like, oh, this week I'm going to follow my plan 100% of the time. I want to be like perfect this week. No, that's not a good goal. That's not realistic. A 1% goal is a goal where you are able to find a small improvement. Let's say I had a student last week who took a few trades and he made a few mistakes. He took profits too early. So he said, okay, next week I want to try to just let my trades run. Okay. Now that's a good goal because then you can follow your plan better. Let your trades run to their targets. And you know that even if he had a losing week in the market, even if he lost like 5% next week, he still followed his goal. He still achieved his goal by letting his trades run. Because that's what we want to, of course, improve. That's the habit we want to implement for the long term. So a goal like this, where you just improve a small part of your trading, is going to make a big difference long term. A 1% goal every week leads to a big change over a year's time. Like in 6 months or a year, a 1% goal is going to be a massive difference. So if you have a goal every week, do it for the year, you're going to have a big difference in your trading. You're probably going to be profitable by then. You have things going well for you. You're going to have more consistency. And you'll be able to follow your plans without any issues, probably. And that's the kind of thing we're looking for. We're looking for a small improvement each week, a small goal you set for yourself based on your past mistakes that you can use to become better next week. So within your journal or your diary or your calendar or whatever you want, write down your goal for the week. Keep it next to you during the week so you can see it multiple times, not forget it. And at the end of the week, rank yourself on that goal. Is it a 5 out of 10? Like you've done it, but it kind of really didn't work too well. You didn't really do it. Or it's more like an 8 out of 10 where you did it most of the time. You have maybe a few mistakes. I'd say if it's a 7 or more out of 10, you can move on to next week. Have a new goal for the week. If it's a 5 or 6 below that, then do it again. Try to work on it better. Find new ways to achieve that goal during the coming week. And do it until you can have success with it. See how we're not trying to completely reinvent trading in 1 week. We're not trying to become profitable in 1 week because that stuff doesn't work out. It's always fake when you see this on YouTube. We're trying to actually just get a little bit better. Find out where we fall short, where our mistakes are, and they're going to be different for every person. And then we tackle these mistakes one by one every week with small goals to improve these things. Like I said, at the end of the week, you are going to review that goal, how you achieved it, and what else you can set for the next week. Go back to your trades, go back to what you've done the past week, set a new goal for next week, keep track of these goals somewhere so you know what you've done and what things you need to keep in place. And that by itself can make a huge difference long term. So any thoughts, I want to hear them below. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you are going to apply this or not, or you're just going to go away and do the same thing you've done last week, or you're just going to go away, watch our videos on strategies. I'm curious. If it's something you won't use, let me know below as well in the comment section. I want to know why you want to use this so I can try to make better content for you and try to really help you out with your own trading. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I publish videos like this 3 times a week, 2 during the week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then 1 interview on Sunday where I interview a trader around the world, share the advice, the lessons, things you can learn from them. And the goal, of course, being to become better traders this year, crush it, and have more freedom in life. So looking forward to catch you back here in the next video, and I'll talk to you pretty soon. Ciao.